Every day, Wisconsin residents who face important legal problems are forced to go it alone in court, before government agencies, and in negotiations. Sometimes they just give up because they can't afford the help they need and they can't effectively represent themselves. They fall into the justice gap. Courtrooms are formal places. It's an intimidating environment. And the question becomes, to my mind, whether a lamb is being sent to the slaughter. Oftentimes you can see, in fact, the slaughter occur.
A great number of people, especially in the area of family law, are going without representation. There are many people who just can't afford an attorney. So not having an attorney, and especially not having one early on, can be very harmful in the long run.
If someone is representing themselves, it makes me feel like it's not fair in a lot of ways. They're not getting the same advantages that they would have if they were represented.
The bedrock of the legitimacy of the court system is based upon fairness. And when you have one party coming to a dispute with a cannon and another party coming to a dispute with a BB gun, the results are often very predictable in advance. The Supreme Court created the Access to Justice Commission based upon studies that were done identifying the legal needs of unrepresented and underrepresented litigants in Wisconsin, and in recognition of the fact that the high volume of unrepresented people was having a significant impact on the court system.
There's a whole list of ramifications that range all the way from losing your apartment to losing your children to losing your rights and being put in jail. All of those things are rights that an attorney needs to be there to help protect. Changing one person's life, helping them stay in their home, helping them stay in their apartment, helping them have a safe and stable family will impact everybody who lives around them.
Having attorneys involved in the case really adds to the ability of the courts and the judicial system to do justice in a particular case.
The need is huge. There will always be a need for improved access to justice.
In terms of relieving a lot of stress that was involved, it did wonders. It was a great comfort to know that I had somebody there to back me up. Dealing with court is stressful enough, and when you feel like you don't know what you're doing, it just adds to that stress.
Being a librarian and coming into this environment without a legal background, I've really come to appreciate how profoundly law impacts all of our lives. I mean, ideally, legal advice or representation would be available to everyone, but if it's not and you can't afford it, you should still be able to be as best prepared as you can for your day in court, because everyone deserves a day in court.
The beauty of our clinic, and I think the other clinics that have been set up in the state, is that they're very easy to establish. The model was actually very, very simple. There's very little red tape. We simply have several attorneys available each week in the courthouse to explain the family court process and to help the litigants fill out forms to bring their case to court. Just a little bit of help, a little bit of assistance can be just so important to the litigant. They have the confidence they need then to go to court. They have the belief that they can affect some change in their private life by participating in the court system.
One lawyer can definitely make a difference doing pro bono work. I just know in my community I have helped people getting their security deposit back, getting creditors off their back, and their lives are that much better. And the appreciation that they show, it's just so rewarding. And I do feel like for these people, I have made a difference in their lives.
The delivery and dispensation of justice is at the very foundation of this country's Constitution, of the concept of democracy. Our society needs to take steps to address the justice gap. Everyone can help. What lawyers can do about it is to do pro bono services and to open their mouths and shout out loud that this is something that cannot persist if our system has a chance of continuing to function at its proper level.